come to Westonbirt Arboretum today because I want to try out a couple of different filming setups to see which one works the best. We're starting off with this one. Now this is the simplest setup of all. This is just using an iPhone. It's an iPhone 16 Pro, and this is really straightforward to set up. We've got a lav mic here connected directly into the phone, just a handheld tripod, and dead straightforward. But I want to compare that to maybe using an action cam, for example. All of these will be used with a lav mic because we want to actually have some reasonably okay audio. And then what I want to do finally is compare that to a proper camera rig, if you like. In this case, I'm using a Sony A7RV. So I guess not sort of cinematic professional level, but certainly, you know, corporate video level camera. And I want to see whether or not it's worthwhile making that effort to shoot on a device like that, which is a lot of work. It's really heavy to carry. It's difficult to set up. The batteries are a problem, all those kind of things, and see whether the quality difference is worth it. So right now we're shooting 4K, 30 frames a second in cinematic mode, as I say, on an iPhone 16. And I'm using the Anker M650 lav mics, which, yeah, are really, really easy. Just plug them in to the USB-C socket on the phone and dead straightforward. The big plus with a mobile phone is that it's just there, isn't it? You've always got it with you. And also, computational photography does so much of the work for you. I actually came here today because I wanted specifically to have that real kind of high contrast between the trees and the sky, and I thought it might be a bit more sunny than this, which is always difficult for codecs to deal with. But on the whole, an iPhone will just deal with that for you. It'll switch it into high sort of dynamic range mode, and it'll just handle all that for you. With a more sort of fixed camera rig, you've got to do all that sort of stuff yourself, so it's not so easy. For one of the first times in my YouTube career, I actually have someone to film me today. And I've got to give credit to Miles, who's behind the camera at the moment. If I had my phone with me, which I don't because it's filming me right now, I would take a picture of you and show who's filming me right now. But thanks to Miles for sorting this out and giving me his best at filming, because he's never done it before, and I've kind of taught him the basics around where to frame the person and slow movements, things like that. But he seems to be doing a great job. It looks amazing, the stuff we've done so far. So thank you, Miles. So this is option number 2. This is the DJI Action 4, and action cameras are great. I mean, the image quality of action cameras these days is fantastic. They've just improved and improved. I don't know, I haven't got an Action 5, I don't know what that's like, but presumably it's a little bit better than this one. But the real benefit with an action camera is the fact that it's really lightweight. It can, you can use it in water, it doesn't matter if it rains, anything like that. And of course, the stabilization on these things is just incredible. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to run down here. This is like a really great place to show it off, I suppose, if I took a run down here and you kind of tried to keep up with me, but we're not going to do that because I'm just not into that sort of thing. But if you do need to do that sort of stuff, that's perfect for that. The only main downside, I think, is that it can look a little bit sterile. I find the footage is just a bit, not fake looking, but it's just the wide angles that you always get with action cams are perfect for doing sports. They're perfect for putting on the front of a mountain bike or something like that. But for filming this kind of thing, well, I'll leave it up to you. I mean, do you think it looks as nice as the sort of slightly cinematic look that we had on the iPhone? Don't know. On this one, I've switched out the M650, the Anker Work M650 for the Rode wireless mics, because I find that the Rodes work better. On the Action 4, you can just plug these straight in to the Action camera just using USB. It's really straightforward to do, and yeah, they're my choice, my mic of choice. Just finding that the M650s, well, I tried them yesterday and they just didn't connect quite as reliably as these, and I wasn't quite sure if they were working as well. So I thought, well, I'll just go with what I know works. Now, the other benefit with this is that if you want to do something a little bit different, and I just want to kind of hold it myself and include other people in it, and maybe just kind of just do something a little bit more lively, and the setup's exactly the same. I don't really have to change anything. And of course, it's on, like, I've got it on different, like an telescopic kind of tripod thing here, so I can move it a bit further away from me, and it's just, all those kind of things are really, really easy. And that's the whole point of this video. It's just to see whether or not it's worth the effort, because this setup is simple, and if it's simple, you might actually do it, and you might get some content rather than having to carry all the equipment, carry the lens, decide which lens, charge the batteries, all that sort of stuff, and then never actually get any footage. So out of the two that you've done so far, which is out of the phone or the Action cam, which is the preferred option? Action cam. What for to film with? What?
Yeah, it's easier, I guess.
What, easier? Why? Because it's lighter, or?
I think also because it's a wider shot. That does help, I guess.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It's easy, you know, because if you get close, I've got time.
Yeah.
With the phone, if you get close, your head's cropped off.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then you just see the recording and your head just like flat on top.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. I'm actually using the Action 4 in a small rig cage today, so this is nowhere near as light as it could be either. Still much lighter than what we're going to try in a second. This is the final setup, and this is using the Sony A7RV, so full frame sensor, and I think one problem we're going to have today is that I didn't bring an ND filter with me. So unless I really push up the shutter speed on this camera, I'm not sure I'm probably going to get blown out, and you're not going to see all my face and stuff like that. So yeah, that points to an immediate problem with a camera like this, is that you've just got so many more things to set up. You've got so many more options. You've got so many more choices as far as lenses are concerned and things like that. It just means that it makes it difficult to just go out and shoot. So if you're going out to a place like this and you've only got two people, you've only got one person. You can't, if you've got one person, you can't do it with a camera like this. Yeah, so we're just having a bit of a muck around here. And I think regardless of quality, the biggest problem is going to be weight. This thing is just heavy to carry for extended periods, steadily. You know, and if you start adding things like steady cams and gimbals and whatever, then that's even more weight. So right now this is, as I said, as I think I mentioned, 1.8 kilos. And that's a lot to hold steady for a couple of minutes when you're doing a scene like this. But just for those of you who are interested, I'm using the Sony 24-105 f4 lens with this at the moment. Really versatile lens, great for outdoors when you're not sure exactly where you're going to be shooting. And I've probably put this up to 1/200th of a second. Can you see on the display there? Is that set to 1/200? Yeah, so we're at 1/200th of a second, which is probably higher than I would like to go, but it's okay. I'm shooting at 4K, 30 frames a second, and it is of course 10-bit 422, you know, standard. It's good quality stuff, but no good if you can't get the shots you need. Right, so you've tried all three. You look like you're posing for a photograph.
Yeah, I know.
You've tried all three. Which one do you like the best now?
The second one, also known as the Action cam, also known as the better one.
Yeah. Explain why. Is this just too heavy, this one?
Too heavy.
Yeah.
Phone. It's got a minimal FOV. And
I see. So that you like to be able to go a bit wider.
It's easier. Yeah,
you could. I think you could if you put it on video mode rather than cinematic mode. I think you can change that. So you probably could go a bit wider on the phone. Oh. So So would the phone be easier if you could go wider? Do you think, or do you just like the? Do you like the?
I also like I think it's better. It's easier to hold the Action cam than the phone.
Yeah.
Because it's like a grip, and it's like.
Ah, right. So the actual thing that it's the thing that it's on, the telescopic thing, it's on.
And you also told me it's a better stabilization saying.
Yeah, I think it is.
That is one of the reasons.
The rock steady stabilization on the DJI stuff you can't fault really.
So what if I did this?
It'd be fine. Yeah, honestly, it's really, really good. Well,
Cut that bit out.
there are limits, but so anyway, thank you for helping me with the tests today.
Do this.
He's asked for 5%.
Profits.
He's asked for 5% of any monetization revenue. I mean, that's
Monetize every
that's
video.
That's what we're talking about. No, you can't just help me out. You have to get 5% for the work you're doing. Is that right?
Yeah. Right deal.
All right. Thanks a lot.